ciencia.
I've been sitting back cool and I've been watching the game. I've been looking lean. Everybody show off. They keep asking where the real bars at and where the real stars at. I'm ready to, you know she about to go off. Look, I never said I was a gangster, but I'm harder than you. Can I smart man? I know everything you know about. Like, how you laying with a that be running with the ops? I was surprised when they caught you at the house. Look, I be trying to stack it up. I ain't working to impress. Baby, we are not the same. You be stacking just to flex. Had to get it on my own, so I'm mapping out the quest. And I ain't never laying up. I'm stumping that on dick. Heard his threats, but it ain't no way I can't go. I'm a redder, that's some I ain't know. I'm a real rapper, send me beats, I blank those. And this is on the biggest good. I hate. They be tuned in heavy, love to listen, cause I'm calm with the flow. Got the whole team chasing paper, I ain't got a chance to tell them how I feel, but I'm proud of my bros. Look, I want everybody in, I ain't selfish with the paper when it's time, put my dogs on the road. I was 19 when them folks started saying I'm the best, until this day they still call me the GOAT. Look, I earned that, home gotta walk across your bridge, I'ma burn that. Spit the whole block, they still talking. Just want your life, gotta keep them folks far away from it, had to learn it, but no Lord lost. And no Lord gain. I cannot get on board of the Lord train. Bust them rats down 50-50, that's a Lord thing. Rapping is a hot bone and do it on my downtime. Otherwise I'm getting money. Took a break from it, I ain't see the bigger picture, so they left when it was dark. Now I'm back in the motion and I'm being all about mine. Or they won't in when it's sunny. They don't want me on their song cause they be hanging on the kid, but tell them name a harder, yeah.
A hustler, my daddy not so much. I grew up where if you look suspicious, they called you bluff. Powder puffs couldn't make it in the concrete jungle. If you found stumbling, then they pull up right around your bumper and make you run it off for no reason, like for a stump and get the involved. If you get to thinking you're tough, I swear it's protocol. They fiending for reasons to bust and they don't know no laws other than keeping it tucked in they drawers or they britches, cause the ditch can always find you if you slipping or you tripping. Without a map, let me guide you down the road less traveled. Don't let the gravel define you, cause there's plenty folk that made it down the path they had been assigned to at birth. Work in the earth, indetermined by your girth. In hopes you get approved by a dude who's confused on exactly what to do with your royalty. Loyalty can often cost you buoyancy. When it's connected to folk that's drowning. Choose love that constantly keeps you grounded. And don't join the circus if you ain't clowning.
This is for the bozos who don't know. This is for the bozos and this. This is for the bozos who don't know. Don't join the circus if you ain't a clown.
Hold up, let's just say really having thing. It more than diamond and bills of rolling faces and pinky rings and foreign car, the sitting garage, your belly could drive. Living for materials ain't really living your life. There's a fine line between give and take. You do what you love, don't let them make you love what you hate. I've been where you been, collecting your end. Too busy looking out where you can't see the glow that's within you. Bruce Leroy showing up, your mind is against you. Top of that soul food, like granny used to grow in the backyard when you roll through. Remember the time you spent when life was sit down and listen to the breeze. The whistle of simplicities that echo off the trees. Not the ones you choke, but the one that helped you breathe. Inhale, exhale, that slow, that gave you hope. That one day you escape and have to save your folk. Like there's much more to life. They're struggling and hustling backwards. Reverse all that nonsense. Become a road master because they say so. Don't mean that you have to. They speeding through life. Don't mean you go faster. Pump your brakes. Tell your people you love them. No time to waste. Give them roses in public because it's cool like that. It's cool like that. I swear. It's cool like that. It's cool like that. The kill. Cool.
This is for the bozos who don't know. This is for the bozos and this. This is for the bozos who don't know. Don't join the circus if you ain't a clown.
If you ain't a clown, sit down. If you ain't a clown, sit down, sit down, sit down.
Compensate for your feelings. And you know the feeling. This is what you thought would heal it, but it makes you feel it. Trying things you thought would cheer it, but you grow to fear it. Time they come and go like spirits. I see the signs the clearest.
And you know why? You been with me since I was a small fry. And your ex-man, that's my little guy. I know some that'll kick him to the coastline. I'm on west side, we don't show signs. You got some fake friends, they just told lines. Text, I reply, baby, till my phone die. You know he lied if I said he don't lie. Up once again, and you know that I'm never too proud to beg. It's hard to admit that I made my bed, and you know I'ma always wish you the best. Look, roll inside the Benz. Once and I got you, Ben. It's hard to admit that I made my bed, but you know I'ma always wish you the best.
Compensating for your feelings, and you know the feeling. This is what you thought would heal it, but it makes you feel it. Trying things you thought would cheer it, but you grow to fear it. Time they come and go like spirits. I see the signs the clearest.
Bad baby, front of baby. I heart for heart, spirits in the grass, baby. I toast it up and pour it out the glass, baby. I tripped it up, I dove it up, I ran it up, that it up, the black and orange, I bend it up, I dapped it up. I splurged Mercedes Benz, cause my credentials up. I told her I got my millions of these rags, baby. This song get hard to goosebumps, rash, baby. I'm scoring by the 3 Steve Nash, baby. A couple million feet, all cash, baby. I eat a little cheese and a rash, baby. I eat a little cheese like snack, baby. The orange and black seats, F it up. 5-leaf clover, better look. Don't you ask, do I know you? Never yuck. I've been flyed in the pellet cut, yeah.
Compensating for your feelings, and you know the feeling. This is what you thought would heal it, but it makes you feel it. Trying things you thought would cheer it, but you grow to fear it. Time they come and go like spirits. I see the signs the clearest.
You've been giving surgical. You've been out of your place. You might win the kid on my chest. You might win your yacht. You might win the kid on my chest. You might win the kid on my chest. You might win the kid on my chest. You might win the kid on my chest.
Up once again, and you know that I'm never too proud to beg. It's hard to admit that I made my bed, and you know I'ma always wish you the best. Look, roll inside the Benz. Up once and I got you, Ben. It's hard to admit that I made my bed, but you know I'ma always wish you the best.
Yeah. Throw the rose on the beat, then that thing gone. Tell them throw the rose on the beat, and that thing gone. This a song that made me wanna rap. Yeah, I dropped the pen, now I'm on the mat. Now it's hot, now I'm playing in the Lincoln Town Cup. The police sending on my car. Mug shots wasn't in the plan. I'm like, who is that? I'm the artist, but it's God that done drew me back. If you got a question, come and ask me. Actually, if you ain't got the drive, get you up in the backseat. Say like, I want you, give me that peace. Head up, don't ever. Yeah, I got angels all around me, yeah. SqUAD, load 'em up. Kiss 'em up to God while you fold 'em up. Call it SqUAD, load 'em up. Kiss 'em up to God while you throw 'em up. I'm from that boogie down BX, never end direct. I'm a straight shooter, I never lose to a dude that's Ike. Nothing to say, then I just rather stay quiet. Greatest point I ever made was saved by my silence. So, silence that tough talk, talking on your keyboard. Never get the vision till you fishes learn to see more. Fish inside the sea, more. Kinda interesting, but people say they hear me all day. Never listening. Greatest difference between those who want and those who achieve is that the ones who really want it never sleep on their dreams. Fair warning, I stay on my grind. It'll definitely cost know it's a lot for you to pay me no mind. Say loud, I want you give me that peace. Head up, don't ever fall in these streets. Heard you looking for me where you found me. Ain't expect to see these angels all around. I got angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah. I got these angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah. Riding doing 90 with my windows down. Tell the devil get behind me while I ride around. Ain't no Judas at my table, but we getting bread. Blood stains, got me tripping red. Riding doing 90 with my windows down. Tell the devil get behind me while I ride around. Ain't no Judas at my table, but we getting bread. Blood stains, got me tripping. I got angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah. I got these angels all around me, yeah. I got angels all around me, yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
Get away.
Level up. Underdogs coming up. Just came through to switch up the vibe. Wanna be one of us. Cutting up. Getting real. Came through to have a good time. Man, I can't get enough. Off the red eye. Buy my bread, I make no mistake, boy. It's all business at the end of the day. Oh, yeah. Off the red eye, buy my bread, I make no mistake, boy. It's all business at the end of the day, oh.
Yo, go! Sitting in my hoopty, God said I was chose. When you love yourself, baby, trust me, it shows. Leveled up, put me on my own pedestal. Wake up, meditate, then get the dough. You picked the wrong time to fit on me. Yeah, you did. Why would you pick the wrong time? Girl, it's old Lou, and I'm the go-to. When you need your back, bro, need that flow real. I'm who they ask for, like how he did it. You can get it too, man. All you gotta do, man, is believe in you, man. Now take care of your mama, oh gangster. Take care of your karma, that's gangster, man.
Level up. Underdogs coming up. Just came through to switch up the vibe. Wanna be one of us. Cutting up. Getting real. Came through to have a good time. Man, I can't get enough. Off the red eye. Buy my bread, I make no mistake, boy. It's all business at the end of the day. Oh, yeah.
Hey, if looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Ay, fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill, ay. Lil' shorty got a bounty, she for sure the most wanted in the Alameda County. I just took one look, I don't stand no chance. Now I'm in too deep, all it took was a glance. I'm a simp, so don't get too close. She gon' come for your heart and your soul, ayy. Better run, better dip before it's too late. One smile, one bullet, do the same thing, bow. Take a shot, show 'em never miss. Nah, trust me, it ain't worth the risk, yeah. You gon' feel it in a kiss, you gon' feel like you the one. You just want us on the list, don't do it, ayy. Don't say I didn't warn you. It's all love, I'm just looking out for you. I don't know how she got like that. I'm still trying to get the old me back. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Ay, fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill. Hold on, I got word that somebody seen her. Said that she was in the valley, hopping out a Beamer. In the bag was a Birkin and the watch was a Rollie. Said she done, hey, that's just what he told me. Damn, ay, yeah, that sound about right. Okay, I'm on the way now, I'm mobbing down 5. Just keep your eyes on her in the meantime. I'ma hit you when I start to pass through the grapevine. Woo, woo. That go the sound of my siren. I go 100, I'm flying. I barely made it in time, and I got these white verses fully laced up. Just in case I gotta dip and run away from her. Here we go now. Yeah, welcome to the showdown. Middle of the main street, this how it's about to go down. Wish that I could say I was the one that got away, but little shorty look right my way. And if looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. On the run, yeah, running through my mind. Ayy, fatal by design, most wanted. You to die for. If looks could kill.
Pride is the devil. Think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. And left so many R.I.P. Pride is the devil. Think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. Terrified, paranoid, I put you over everything to fill the void. And when you're gone, will I have anything or will I be destroyed? Terrified, paranoid, I put you over everything to fill the void. And when you're gone, will I have anything or will I be destroyed? Yeah. Bright lights pass me in the city, it's emergency. I'm thankful cause I made it past my 30s, knowing me. Still remember vividly the pulled a on me. I'm petrified but moving like I got no sense of urgency. Pride make it act way harder than he really be. Pride hide the shame of city, cut off all utilities. Pride hide the pain of growing up in hailing poverty. Pride make it feel a way that you won't follow me. Make it flash 1,000 like he hit the lottery. Make a baby mama make it harder than it gotta be. Make you have to take the court to see your prodigy. Make you have to use your last resort and pull a robbery. Pride be the reason for the family dichotomy. Got uncles and some aunties that's too proud to give apology. Slowly realizing what the root of all my problems be. It got me feeling different when somebody said they proud of me. Pride is the devil. I think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. And it left so many R.I.P. Pride is the devil. I think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. Yeah. Terrified, paranoid, I put you over everything to fill the void. And when you're gone, will I have anything or will I be destroyed? Terrified, paranoid, I put you over everything to fill the void. And when you're gone, will I have anything or will I be destroyed? Yeah. Too much money to count, what's the amount? 10 of a bounce, I got a pen to add it up. Then pay somebody to make sure whatever amount he say, I'm back it up. Direct, I'm racking up, stacking up. You reaching or acting up.
Break it down, weigh it up, not up. Make a 5 of mine, that's regular. Playing with us, that's negative. Go back to start, that's never. I'm a boss, my closet leather. Ain't no off days on my schedule. Long as I live, we live forever. Told my twin, get better. Slip, let me ahead of. Got my feet up, I pay 70 bands and half on the jet. I don't need them, that in the past. I'm feeling like what's next. Got my speed up, foot all on the gas, just not a CA vet. I can beat them, I believe in me. Just tell me what's the bet. All my pride gone, had to lose it all, then I got rich. I own 5 homes, glad some of these starting to make sense. I'm staying hella focused, and I can't forget the bigger picture. I can't even hold you, I didn't have to, I won't forget it. Will I be destroyed? Come to me with everything, it's starting to get annoying. I'm addicted, it's crazy, yeah, I know it. All this money coming in, it drive me crazy, not to short. I'll be crazy if I blow it.
Pride is the devil. I think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. And it left so many R.I.P. Pride is the devil. I think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil.
Could this be everything that I dreamed of? Could this be beyond my wildest dreams?
Let's dance, let's dance.
All you pagan youths were sleeping when I told you that Blast was next, yeah? Well, now look, he's not only next, he's the last. Blasted the 1, the 2, and the 3, fam. That's how rap. You just gotta stop making music. Mad fan.
You should know, new Vinci slides when I step, but I can't slip with this water on my neck. We been them guys, but you slept, ayy. I forgive, but I don't forget, yeah, I don't forget. I know they watching, I'ma make them upset, cause I don't forget. I'm still him, and I ain't stopped yet, ayy. The underdog's up now, tread lightly, yeah, one of y'all now. I done seen them all switch, it's enough now. Skating on thin ice with my trust now. Came from buses to buckets to bust down. We are not the same, I was mudbound. Wait, I wonder how they hate come with love now. I can't relate, I'm as humble as they come now. I done took off and I ain't land yet. Double my bandwidth, triple my net worth, they ain't half of the plan yet. Yeah, I'm a vibe for real, she understand that. Can't name a soul in her circle that ain't a fan yet. But I cannot forget, dark times made me, we got more lit. Life's so crazy, you can't force it. The day that I quit, day that I forfeit, that just wouldn't make sense. New Da Vinci slides when I step, but I can't slip with this water on my neck. We been them guys, but you slept, ayy. I forgive, but I don't forget, yeah, I don't forget. I know they watching, I'ma make them upset, cause I don't forget. I'm still him, and I ain't stopped yet.
And I don't forget nothing. Woofing when they see me, they be Christians up in person. I hope all them diss songs was really worth it. I'll be chalk on some soft serve sherbet. All the mentions on the gram, I know they working. All these on the gram, I know they want me, but they ain't for me. They wasn't with me when I was down on my lonely. When I was battling the devil on the podium. I'm in it down, so they notice me. Don't blame me, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. No, don't get close to me, man, you know it's me. Don Tolliver, Mr. Mosley. I be popping it. Distinct team in the building, who you rockin' with? You ain't popping, stop popping it. Distinct team in the building, who you rockin' with?
Da Vinci slides when I step, but I can't slip with this water on my neck. We been them guys, but you slept, ayy. I forgive, but I don't forget, yeah, I don't forget. I know they watching, I'ma make them upset, cause I don't forget. I'm still him, and I ain't stopped yet.
Don't stop. Say, don't stop. Tears don't stop. At home scared, so the fear don't stop. Speak not grip. Rent don't stop. Don't stop. And the fear don't stop. Kids don't stop. Watch your progress. This don't stop. Cause grit don't stop. Don't stop. Yeah. Okay, text don't call. Fail don't fall. Yeah, the ground went up kind like a damn snowball. I can't get my name like I am Mozart. And if they saying you a stain, no, they ain't gon' walk. Watch my soul, watch my bro. We were both struggling. How he cough, he need give me no substances. I get on, he get caught, now he gone for a minute. I get told my household was the oldest one. It ain't no fear up in my eyes. They was trying to catch me like fireflies on the west side or the south side. They'll televise, I'm top 5. They'll lie like Killer Cam in the pink mink. What I tell the guys, I metamorph around my teleport. I tell the sky, racking the list. We were stacking the grips to get back to the crib like Colin Kaepernick on the knee in the midst of being from where you have to get rich. With the pass and assist of grabbing a sack and a stick to attack where you live. Said, don't stop, tears don't stop. At home scared, so the fear don't stop. Speak not grip, rent don't stop. Don't stop. And the fear don't stop. Kids don't stop. Watch your progress. This don't stop. Cause grit don't stop.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Evan McPherson Pearson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down, Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Going up top. He's got him in. Complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Chase, complete. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you'd gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
From the 39, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mixon with a first down carry, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 6-0 our score after one. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
12. Here we go. Get in the huddle.
Burrow looking to pass. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On play action, Rodgers steps away. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Slant to Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. To throw again on second down. Rodgers steps away to his left. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And it's a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, 26 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Complete at the 1. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To the air again, Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. A good pickup, but it will come on what what should be the final play in this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half? And shedding the tackle, and now some room. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Come on, bring it, baby, bring it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TV.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. What I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back up. And got his man complete.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
Touchdown. Davante Adams. 75 yards. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. They find some open field here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 127 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Here's a run with Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Third and goal, Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Rodgers again now. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have moved out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Still going. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 137 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Open man is Uzama. 7 yards the pick up there.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bengals! C.J. Uzama from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. Burrow. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Rodgers. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Here we go. Ready?
Say them love we, but that I yesterday. Get where them want and switch it up already. Them not go draw we out on no today. It not so easy if you drain the energy. The blessings follow anywhere where we dey. A good with everybody. No, they have to say. Hey, woman them royal, soldier them loyal. Casual or formal, them selling no normal. Flow them immortal, yeah. More than a jawful, yeah. Rhythm them awful, wicked and lawful, we not stopping, no. Man, a time for no stoplight. Man, I travel at top speed, but this are the top flight. This
This are the big league. So every 8 bar or 16 is a big deal. Food for your thought and a kid's meal. Package it proper, it been sealed. Recipe of a master. Them boy they can't boil water. Cooking up a recipe a disaster. That are the reason, this are my season. Them my degrees are torture. Carry the torch at different peaks so regular people now walk at. Me I compete with my past self. That is what making me sharper. Look how we achieve every quarter. Way before we make a quarter. Always have heart, so when times hard, we pick up and we a go harder. None of my people not starve, yeah, yeah. Me have the world in my palm, take it and bring it a yard, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Them say they love we, but that I ain't see them. Get where them want and switch it up already. Them not gonna draw we out on no today. It not so easy if you drain the energy. God blessings follow anywhere where we dey. How good we with everybody.
Reggae the top of the market. If there is ever a problem, listen to the album and that go the savage way. I tell you clean where you said I can. When I go with the flow, where your head died. Sevilla will it down like a Jedi. Couple souls, couple days, pan the roads in a bed and the dancers come in, pan a red eye roll. Cerebral flow in my head I go. Try reach me now, but my cell line slow. I keep it low, it's like where I go. Try teach me how, but I said I know. People know me like you like hope, and I need to know premise when I show. I collect my dough, do my thing and go.
Don't, when you say hello Toronto, the world auto, them one moto, touchdown UK, sell out.
Six chill, fool, for real, for real.
We went from rags to riches, project fences to living luxury. Now we live luxury. Straight out that bottom, nobody gave nothing to me. Be careful what with me. All of my little brothers body they for me. Yeah, they gon' for me. Lay in the cut with them for free. Say she in love with me, but say you love, I just want your company. I fall in the club for free. I give my daps and them husband the ones for me. Cause that type don't phase a player. This type of is what make a hater when you got it out the mud, yeah. Ran it up, yeah. Really don't get no, yeah. Don't get no win to nothing or something, yeah. Really hustling, yeah. Y'all getting that money, yeah. We getting that money, yeah. Rags to riches, 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 the riches, yeah.
I went from rags to riches, I still go back to the trenches. We had to smash them. No silver spoons, we had plastic utensils. He just came home, he still packing his. Die in these streets or get saved by the system or get you some millions. My lifestyle is vicious. These ain't gon' miss you. They on your partner, act like they forgot you. That you sick. My girl, she the realest. I know how to pick 'em. I know what I did. I need you to back with me. I know get ugly, but that's why you pretty. And pushing the Bentley, my kind of stink. I put up no millions. I never go broke. I'm a god in my hood. I give everyone hope. Can't remember a time when my answer was nope. I remember the times I had nowhere to go. Down to my lowest, I turned to a poet. I'm pouring my heart out. I bought my little boy house. I brought all the bros out. I never try show out. I'm never gonna go out. Never that every time that I turn around, I'm giving back. Once that bitch dead, it ain't no getting back. I was giving my all, not asking for it back. I had blue hearts at first, I had to turn them black.
Rags to riches, 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 rags to riches. The riches, yeah. Rags to riches, rags to riches, rags to riches, rags to riches.
I go insane. Only been 11 days. Feeling lonely, I mean it. Seen the shadows, I seen it. Trying to find the meaning. Now the silence, I'm feeling. Work it down, now I'm singing. Put a dress on, maybe let's take a bath for no reason. I'm on one. I made some bacon and out. So fun. That's the beat Netflix into my show.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And a loose football. There goes Green. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
throwing is Brady on third down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Johnson now returning, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up.
And it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On first down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Shotgun now from Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On play action, it's Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. A gain of 6 there on first. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Murray a give. This is Connor. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, 22 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Again, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. Now Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers. They see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got it first and goal at the 6. Throwing now is Brady. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Brady now on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Brady. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the Buccaneers' 43-yard line.
2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Murray now on 1st down. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Here comes Johnson on the return. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Shotgun now for Brady. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Brady. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Gronk, so tough to cover. Sometimes the flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
Brady now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Brady now to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Brady. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Buccaneers 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Brady to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. They do go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately to a first and goal. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. On the handoff, Connor. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. James Conner, his second touchdown.